So, Eamon, we're back here with three boards left to go. We're on the three boards left to go now in this match, and the experience has shone through. It was first eight boards was reasonably tight, but since then it's been a lot of imps, and but there's been a couple of interesting boards that we might want to have a look at. Sorry. So
board
there's one
number,
here.
number 10, yeah.
Board number 10, we'll certainly have a look, and it's a pass out board, and it's four spades -7, so it's a 4-3 fit. So we'll click on it. So it's pass, and West opens a diamond with a 10 count, and went a little bit astray then.
So overcall, double for showing hearts, yeah.
Double showing hearts, yeah. Two spades now. Well, double showing maybe one of, like, it could be either major, couldn't it?
Yeah.
So two spades showing spades. Now, I probably would have gone back to three diamonds at that point. But over three hearts, I don't like three spades. I think that should show a fifth spade. And over three spades, I don't like four spades. It's kind of hard, isn't it? Two spades.
I think they got mixed up somehow.
Yeah. So four spades -7. I mean, they lead clubs, and if they ever take 3 rounds of spades, you get tapped once, you lose control, and you're in absolute serious trouble, aren't you? I mean, a diamond lead, they get diamond roughs with the short trump hand. I mean, it just becomes both heart honors are offside.
Pass with the asterisk. What's that mean? East.
I don't know.
Pass showing hearts.
No, yeah, but it's a mistake. It's a mistype.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, the double shows hearts. Pass asterisks.
It might have been alerted and asked or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They might have clicked on the wrong one.
Yeah, no problem.
So four spades, and at the other table, it's amazing. Passed out.
Oh, you can also afford to pass out when you're winning by a lot of imps.
Well, it's enough.
But they weren't then. That was an early board. That was board 10.
Yeah, it's not. It's not even about that. It's just 2, 4, 7, 8. I mean, if I was opening anything, do you want to know what I'd open third in hand?
Yeah, 1 diamond.
No.
1.
I'd open 2 diamonds third in hand.
Right.
What's wrong with opening that 2 diamonds?
Nothing.
I don't think there's...
The purists will 2 diamonds showing week 2 in diamonds, or
week 2 in diamonds, yeah.
Purists will tell you have a 4-card major.
Yeah, I understand what purists will tell you, but you're third in hand.
Yeah.
I mean, does a diamond get the job done?
Yeah, it directs a lead.
Directs a lead, gives you 5-card suit. They might preempts. They might think you've 6 diamonds, and then if you duck a diamond, you might get 4 tricks in the suit. So, I mean, I'm not saying that it's automatic or standard. I'm just putting it out there as
that's your choice. That's your choice of bid. Yeah,
that's what I'm being honest with you. If it went pass, I would not think 2 diamonds would be what I'd put on the table 9 times out of 10. I think.
And that would not be Ekrans.
No. Unfortunately, very few people play Ekrans. So we had a look at board 10. Let's have a look and see if we've any more scores while they're finishing out the scores. So this was an interesting board, Eamon. Board 9.
Right.
Because even though you have an awful lot of wasted values, if you can pick up the Queen of Spades, you've got enough tricks on this hand. So it goes, they end up in 6 spades anyway, and the bidding goes... The lead goes a club lead, and they won the first club and switched to the heart. So it's actually quite difficult to do because you've the 10-card diamond fit. But if you can manage to pick up the spades, I think you'll be okay. But what do you think is the best line of play? I think you probably need a 3-2 break.
Oh, well, where's those 2 hearts going?
Well, if you can rough 2 clubs,
you have to rough them, don't you?
Well, no. Well, if you can rough 2 clubs, what's the problem?
Oh yeah, you can rough 2 clubs. Yeah, okay. Well, the only way over and back, you have 1 diamond over. Do we know where the? Do we know where the? And the south bid 2 hearts.
1 diamond, 2 hearts. So, I mean that's why you might play
Even harder.
That's why you might play for North to have the Queen of Spades.
Yeah.
So now, if you do that, I think the right thing to do would be to rough a heart, cross to the diamond, and rough another heart, and then play Ace of Spades, Jack of Spades. That's what I would do. You know,
you might go down.
Yeah. Well, I think it's not unreasonable. You see.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But you do know North has Ace, Queen, Jack of clubs. You know North probably has length in clubs, so that might balance out now the spades.
Yeah, there won't be enough for a 2 heart bid down the bottom.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I mean, 2 hearts down the bottom, non-vulnerable, aren't they? Is he going to?
Yeah, non-vulnerable.
Is he going to do it with King to 6 and out to lunch, because that's effectively what you're playing him for, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not easy, is it? But if you can get it right, Eamon, it becomes there is one way I think you can make it, by the way. I think if they rough a heart, come back to the diamond, rough another heart. No, you can't do it.
Obviously, you can make it by playing Ace King of Spades.
And now, yes, as it happens, but I don't think that's the best.
I don't think you're going for that.
No, I think you're going. I think you got to play somebody for Queen to 3, but I don't know. I'm not convinced that the odds are absolutely certain that because of the points. Yeah. So that was another interesting board, which would be a huge amount of imps of a difference. 6 spades making and 6 spades, or 4 spades plus 2 would be 13 the other way. That's 26. You take 26. It becomes a bit of a different game, doesn't it? We have a slam here on this one. A 6 heart board with a guess in hearts, I think. Now here's one where you might want to play in 6 spades. A classic one where a 4-4 fit might produce an extra trick easier. But it's the same guess, I think, isn't it? No, it's not actually.
You can, if you're in spades, and
you don't need a club.
You can throw away a club.
So it is a 4-4 fit is better. Let's have a look and see what table is playing this board. This is an interesting board to finish. So they're in the same contract at this table of 6 hearts. So we go back and have a look at it. Have a look at the bidding. So yeah, classic one of where you find your 9 card. No, that's not the right board. Sorry. This one here, my apologies. Where you find your 9 card heart fit and you don't explore your 4-4 spade fit. Six spades is what would be the difference in the percentages, Eamon? Well, I mean, if you misguess 6 hearts. If you misguess hearts and clubs, you're going to go down in 6 hearts, aren't you? But in
spades, you can afford.
Well, in spades, you've no problem, have you? You can afford to misguess in hearts, can't you? In spades.
Oh yeah.
With a 3-2 break, to be fair.
Yeah.
If spades break 4-1, now you have to fall back on the heart. But that must give you a considerable extra chance to want to be in spades. So is it what's the modern theory on over 1 heart? Should you Jacoby with 4 spades and 4 hearts? Do you know?
1 heart with that hand is not a Jacoby bid. You don't bid. I mean, you don't bother going once you found a heart fit. You don't. But
you don't looking for a. Do you not? Would you not want to?
Well, I can see
in match points in particular now.
Well, I can see now that it's worth looking for a spade fit because you have a discard if you're playing at spades.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we just in hearts, you have to guess clubs or hearts, and if you misguess both of them, you're going to go down.
Yeah.
Okay. But in spades, if you have a 3-2 break, you have no problem. Now you don't need to. Now you're cold, aren't you? You've got 5 trump tricks, 4 heart tricks is 9, and 3 winners in the minors. So I think that means you should be looking for a 4-4 fit a lot more than maybe, and certainly in match points, most definitely in match points. In match points,
I've never heard this conversation before, so it must be worth looking at.
Well, it's if you use any of Ron Klinger's teaching books, which are excellent material, in several of his books and in several of the hands, he lays out the reason why a 4-4 fit produces an extra trick, and it is exactly as you said, because the 5th one will give you a discard. But it's also because if you've got 8 trumps in spades, you can produce 5 of them in spades, but in hearts you'll only produce 4 of them. So in pairs, you might be able to make 6 spades plus 1 by guessing the hearts.
Well, yeah. I think with spades as trumps, you may be able to produce a 6th trick, but you'll always have 5 hearts.
No, but you've got 5 spades in spades. You don't have 5 spades in hearts.
I see what you mean. Yeah, gotcha.
That in spades, you have the double whammy. The double whammy of a 5th trick, because if they're 3-2 and you roughen both hands, and you've got the extra whammy. That's why I'm saying to you, you can make 7 spades with the guess of hearts on this hand.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
And throw in a guess of clubs, and you'll make 7 spades or 7 spades.
8 spades you'll make then. 8 spades you'll make then. But it does. So I'm not certain. I mean, I'd like to know if anybody knows. You can put it in the comments on YouTube. Whether Jacoby denies a 4-card major or not, I'm not sure whether it does or it doesn't. But it's an interesting thought, and I certainly know that I would certainly be talking about it to my students, Eamon, because most of the tournaments that we play in is match-pointed pairs, and 4-4 fits are to be actually preferred in match points over 5-4 or 5-3 or 6-3. It's not that it's a better contract; it's that it might produce a better result, a better score, and that risk, that reward.
Very good.
That reward. So 6 hearts, an excellent hand here. Now they're nearly finished here. Hold on, let's just close the scores down for a second. So they're on board 23 and they're bidding. Oh, they're missing a few bits in oh no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong hand.
23.
So a club lead, a spade lead is going to beat this off the bat, I think. A club lead, aren't they off 2 club tricks?
Yes.
So here's one where if you can right side, no, you can never make 12. 5 and 5, you're only 11 tricks in no trump if they don't lead a club. So there was no 1 spade, 3 diamonds, again, some sort of Bergen raise, 3 hearts, some sort of.
Well, early this morning it was a range,
and it still is a range ask.
Yeah, hasn't changed.
Hasn't changed. So that's consistency, Eamon.
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine they're asking, have you got 10 or 11 points? They must be asking something else.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. It could be the rain. It could be the rain. I have no idea. I don't know. So 4 spades, 4 no trump, 5 hearts, 6 spades. So we haven't got a lead here, have we, Eamon?
Not yet, no.
So they haven't got too much information apart from the fact his partner hasn't. Yeah, Jack of clubs or Jack of diamonds.
There you have it now. Down 1.
Jack of clubs or Jack of diamonds stands out. Tough, good lead, because it's not obvious that the Jack of diamonds isn't the right lead. So an excellent lead from Pat Quinn, and this is going to put this board down straight away. Sorry, you have a look at the scores on this one. I apologize, Eamon.
All right. You're apologizing to your viewers.
No, it won't let me back in.
Scores. Now we're.
Hold on. I don't know, for some reason it's not letting me join. Okay, we'll just leave that there. So we'll have a click on the final scores for today, Eamon. Here we are here now.
All right, you're in FOB now, yeah?
I'm in,
okay.
well, yeah, FOB. So you can see it on the screen, can't you?
Yeah.
Excellent. So we can see Ronald Millen by virtue of the fact that they beat Pat Quinn in the head-to-head. We can see the cross table as well. So he beat 19, near 20 nil against Kevin O'Dee's team, and 14, just over 14 to 6 against Pat Quinn. So tomorrow we will have, I can't remember, we'll have a look at the tournament information.
Can't remember what?
Well, I just want to see the schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is here. Here we go. So Sunday, here we go. From 10 to 12:40, we have the first stand. And now remember, 10 o'clock starting for the players means it's going to be an hour delayed coverage.
Yeah, 11 o'clock for us.
So 11 o'clock for anybody who wants to kibitz. And it goes right the way through to 7:30. So they must be playing would it be 20 board stanzas?
320s, yeah.
320. So it's a decent match. Should be good bridge played. They're the two strongest teams expected to get through. But of course, you never know what's going to happen. So I'll certainly be on for the second stanza and the third stanza. If you'd like to join me, Eamon, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, we can do a little bit of something in the afternoon on Sunday, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't think there's a carryover or anything, is there?
Oh, I think there might be.
Oh, hold on.
I think there might be a little.
So we can see
6 imps or something. I think I saw it in Fergal's site.
Well, hold on. It doesn't say anything.
If you look at the results of the final.
What do you mean the results?
Click on the final, you will see that there's someone 6.67 has been given to Ronald Millen.
Oh, so that must be because they beat them in the head-to-head match.
It could well be.
Well, it must be. The carryover must be a carryover.
Oh yeah, carryover, yeah. 6.67, yeah.
From the imps when they played against each other. Yeah, it must be from
the match that they
from
played.
the direct match, yeah. So they won by 20.
6.67 is 1/3 of that.
Yeah, so they got a third of whatever it was carryover from the head-to-head match.
6.67.
So it's quite interesting in the sense of that I think they're standardized all the trials to this format to the best of their ability. Now, obviously, with 3 teams, it's tricky. It's tricky with 3 teams. And having a sit out isn't ideal, but sure, either that you have to do that or have an American whist movement. So I think having the live matches, being able to see the results as they come in, is a better format, even though it might not be as easier to run or pleasant, for the players, if you understand. Yeah. So tomorrow, go on, shoot away.
I was going to say, on the BBO, like it used to be like. Sitting at the table. Yeah. Well, I think the real bridge. I mean, being only a year, is it only a year old?
Well, it's certainly. Well, it's 2 years since the pandemic, and they have really.
And they didn't start until 6 months into the pandemic.
Well, no, they were obviously started into the pandemic. I would imagine that's not true. I think I mean, it might not have stuff might not have been out, but there must be work going on.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a very clever system, and it's a wonderful. It's an amazing. Like, if we just show everybody here for a second, Damon, if you look at the amount of tournaments, even that are available just to kibitz. The EBU women's trials, Somerset from New Zealand, Auckland Bridge Club. I mean, all from all around the world. Italy, New Zealand again, Iceland, Northern Ireland NI teams. Sure, may as well have a look and see the results of the Northern Ireland NI teams as we're here, Eamon. William Duclos, they've represented, they've played for Northern Ireland, second place team as well. Who's on that team? You see, have a list of players. So William Duclos, John Noonan, Caroline Cummins, Ian Hamilton, David and Rex. That's the players.
This on this weekend?
No, this is the results that were on last week. I think they had 8 teams, and the leading. I just saw the results here on Realbridge. Yeah, you can see the scores by the round here. Paul Tranmere, John Ferguson, Tom Young, Brian McDowell, Heather Hill, Sandy Miller, Ship. So 8 teams. So I was just saying that, you know, the amount of bridge on Realbridge and what they've done is an amazing achievement, and loads and loads and loads. Look, we can click on this again and get even more. Where is it gone? Oh, there we go. SBU, Scottish Bridge Union, Spring Fours, Winter Fours, semi-final. The list goes on and on. Lots of good bridge junior tournament there. So it really has, as an alternative to Bridge Base Online, which really has a monopoly, if you like, on the bridge market.
Well, it does, as far as we know. But I mean, there's also other ones like Love Bridge.
Oh, I understand. But in terms of,
the Chinese have one as well, I think.
Yeah, and I know the Croatians have their own ability to play their own bridge online as well. They have their own site set up themselves.
Yeah.
But Realbridge and the kibitzing, what we're doing and looking at the trials as they're being played, doesn't do justice to Realbridge.
No.
Because when you're actually playing at the table, it's a very interesting setup. It's as if you are sitting at the table in the bridge club, in essence. Have you played on it much?
I played 2 or 3 times. That's all.
Yeah, well, we're lucky. Our club, the Bankers Bridge Club, set up on Realbridge very early, as soon as they could, in fact, and it made a big difference. Made a big difference in the club to be able to see everybody, you know.
Yeah. So and a big difference in COVID as well.
Yeah, and the sociability. You know, it was a little bit tricky at first. Some people didn't have cameras and didn't have the technical ability, but the president of the club made sure that everybody was able to get online and do what they had to do. And
he even let me direct on Realbridge once.
Yeah, to give you the experience, was it?
Oh, he let me do the Bankers Mini Congress.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a wonderful setup. I say bravo to Realbridge, and it gives us the ability to kibitz and to watch and to play in a different setting than BBO. BBO is fantastic, by the way. I mean, many tables a week are still playing on from Ireland, are still playing on BBO. I mean, they're still.
I counted at one time and I got 900 tables, but I'm sure that it was more than that.
Well, they have 900 tables a day. Is near.
I think it was 900 tables for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yeah. Well, I'd say at the peak there could have been 3,000 or 4,000 tables a week comfortably playing on CBAI. It's dwindling off now, of course, with the restrictions being lifted and clubs going back. A lot of clubs are going back with a hybrid model to give people a little bit of chance and a little bit of confidence. So
Malahide is back on March the 1st, I believe.
But are they
hybrid?
Yeah, exactly. And I think if clubs have the ability and the membership to give a hybrid model,
I don't know exactly whether they'll do hybrid or whether they'll do live bridge in the club and a separate game online.
No, but that's hybrid as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Giving people a choice of playing online or in the club is a hybrid model.
Yeah,
Whether they merge the results or not is not an issue. I don't that doesn't bother me, right? That doesn't concern me. But if clubs have the ability to give both, I think it's a very clever way moving forward, because as we move forward, I mean, I certainly don't want to be going into the bridge club with a cold or a flu spluttering. You know what I mean? People should stay at home if they're not feeling the best, and having an online service available for your members. Again, we have to stress, if it's available and convenient and they can do it. Some clubs, my clubs, wouldn't have the membership to do both. We can either stay online or come face to face. So
you can also join up 3 or 4 of your clubs for an online thing.
Well, I mean, no. We have that. But once the clubs go back in person, I wouldn't have the ability, the membership, to have both options. You know. So as things close down, maybe other clubs will want to do it. But I think most clubs in Ireland are getting close to getting ready to come back.
Yeah.
Anyway, Eamon, we'll continue this conversation tomorrow.
Yeah.
As always, nice chatting to you.
Yeah. Night. Leave.